Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. It's going to be the first of this best of two. This is going to be the final series of the Group A matches of the WCA. So yeah, this is actually a re-recording on, when is it, 18th? I'm going to assume it's the 18th of January. Reason being, hell, I don't know. I think I just deleted the video files before actually rendering them into a video. So I don't know what happened there. Had a momentary lapse of like non-thinking, but oh well. Just cast another, I guess. So, yep, Xixi versus Yumiko. On the top left we have Xixi spawning in as the red Night Elf player. He'll be facing Yumiko, the blue human player, on the top right. Okay, introduction done. Let me take a quick drink here. So we don't know what the first hero could be, as the altars have just been done. Yumiko will be going for an Archmage first. Pretty normal for both players actually. Xixi's also going for a Demon Hunter first, so nothing too out of the ordinary so far. Ancient War next to this Null Overseer camp. And I guess all we have to do is wait for the next next couple of actions, I guess, to see whether or not anything will differ from the norm. So anyway, it's gonna be rather weird for me to cast this one because I've already finished casting a series from Group B. And I guess I could tell you which series it is. It is the series between Infi and 3. Yes, another human versus night elf matchup, but yeah, it was the first series among my list, so might as well just cast that one. And yeah, that was when I realized that I was missing this particular series. So yeah, gotta recast this. Archmage starting at this gold mine. Pretty standard, pretty reasonable decision to go after this gold mine first. It is most likely going to end up being an expand for Yumiko. Meanwhile, Xixi, not sure what he's going to be planning on doing. Normally Demon Hunter would have ran across the map to start harassing, but he waited a little bit to do that, as it looked like the archer was able to hire up a Shadow Priest for Xixi. Could potentially use it, but we'll be able to get out with 50 health. Anyway, what we have to look out for is an early tier 2, which Xixi just started, so that might end up being the double ancient of lore that Xixi will most likely go into to, you know, maybe break whatever second base that Yumiko will make. That will totally determine on how many towers he will place down. So far he's only got one, and it is an arcane tower on the way. Well, not sure how much I can talk about. The arcane tower will... I don't know if that was cancelled or destroyed. I will imagine it was destroyed. So that's going to delay things a little bit on Yumiko's end. Will he continue to, you know, place down that expand, or will he go for a tier 2? Looks like he wants to be a little more persistent and, you know, keep placing down those towers. We are actually going to have an arcane vault placed down as well. I mean, choosing not to go for that town hall just yet. It's not like Yumiko didn't have enough resources to do that, but he just wants these buildings done first, which is rather interesting. Long distance creeping will allow for that Demon Hunter to reach level 2 and maybe be more potent when it comes to harassing, with maybe level 1 evasion. Uh, but I don't know so far. The Archmage for Yumiko did have a +6 clause, but it looks like he did sell it for a little extra gold. Xixi did clear out this creep camp himself. Might indicate an expand coming, as we do see a Tree of Life or nearly completed. Tier 2 is nearly done, as well as a Hunter's Hole to match the timing, so definitely will be a double Ancient of Lore transition. But will Yumiko go for, I guess, an early attack? Don't know. Archmage is split from those footmen, but maybe the footmen can maybe take down a Moonwell or two. It looks like they're actually going for those wisps. I guess that's a reasonable decision as well. Definitely would have dealt more damage if he went for Moonwells, but that does take a little longer to kill. Either way, double healers for Xixi as well as a Troll Berserker to try and deal with these footmen. They are taking a lot of damage despite having that defend upgrade, so Yumiko is actually going to choose to TP scroll out of there. He actually burnt a TP scroll to escape. Interesting choice there. Panda will be picked up as the second hero for Xixi. It looks like Xixi wants to actually continue attacking the expand. Ancient of Lore number 1 and number 2 is being constructed. The Tree of Life has begun entangling the gold mine, so perhaps Xixi could even this out. I mean, I do very much prefer this way of doing things rather than the expand first. I do like the tech first into expand later. But I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't work out because I don't know, maybe the window of vulnerability, because you just invest a lot of resources into building and expand. There will most likely be a window during that time that could leave you vulnerable. I guess that is a downside that players have seen, and I guess this is why human players mainly go expand first, tech later, because expands are, I guess, especially for human players, I guess, it's much easier to defend with a lot of footmen. This entangled gold mine will actually be cancelled, forcing the Tree of Life to prevent or halt production on those wisps. You can't produce wisps as well as entangled gold mine at the same time, so he has to choose one or the other. Will Yumiko be able to kill this Tree of Life? He is actually committing quite a bit of footmen into this, but we shall see. I mean, Xixi will gain a lot of experience from this endeavor regardless, but will he be able to keep that Tree of Life alive? I don't know. It seems very, very close. A Shadow Priest was almost taken down for Yumiko as well. Xixi's got to deal with 3 more footmen. Breath of Fire might be able to accelerate things here. We have 1 hit away, and that will actually be the Tree of Life exchanged for around about 7 footmen. Okay. So expand didn't work out too well for Xixi, even though he did get a lot of a lot of experience from that. Yumiko at the same time was able to take down the expand, but he did lose quite a bit of footmen in the process. I guess it doesn't matter too much since you will most likely need that food supply for Sanctum units, but right now Yumiko is actually training up footmen to replace the ones he has lost. So that decision making was maybe a little mixed, I guess. We're going to place down 3 more towers for Yumiko. He might be worried about a counterattack, so I guess that's why he's placing down another tower. We do have an elemental trying to harass this Tree of Life. Double Dryads with the Ball of Magic will be able to deal with that very, very easily, and Xixi is halfway to tier 3. So he's looking very, very strong despite losing that Tree of Life. If he manages to get a solid number of bears out before like even the first Sanctum is placed down, then he is in a very good position. Plus the panda is level 3, like the minimum level required for the panda to start doing work, I think. So let's just see. First Breath of Fire comes out. Ugh. I'm actually tired, wow. We have a Zeppelin actually up here as well, maybe purchasing a couple of items, and pairs like Yumiko's just going to neglect defending the space. He's just gonna go and attack himself. That might be really... That must mean that Yumiko's really confident in his defense. He will have to commit quite a bit of peasants to repair that town hall though, as damage might be a little too much, especially with the constant breath of fires that the panda actually does. If he manages to hit a couple of towers as well, then it's rather devastating for Yumiko to actually handle. He's actually sent back his Demon Hunter to try and deal with this himself. We shall see though. Demon Hunter may not be able to get a single kill thanks to that Zeppelin, but as I say that, I completely get that wrong, as an elemental is actually left behind. So yeah. Tree of Life was cancelled, and Xixi might lose a second Ancient of Lore. If he does, it might be a bit of a problem, because even though I said that if he gets bears out before this first Sanctum is placed down, well, number one, the first Sanctum's already placed down. Number two, if he loses his second production building, that's kind of going to hinder his progress here. Mountain King has been hired up as the second hero for Yumiko, and will toss out a Stormbolt against an archer. Pretty much all he can do at this point. We'll be able to go for a healing scroll with those low hit point peasants. I don't know where the panda is exactly. He is somewhere. He is back at main base actually, most likely trying to recoup up and maybe resume the attack. He does have an anti-magic shell potion just in case, I guess, the Mountain King overpowers him. I don't know. Bears with Master's Training is moving out. But what is Yumiko gonna do? He looks like he's once again going to play the Zeppelin game, and the Demon Hunter is not going to reach Yumiko because of that awkward placement of Moonwells there. Rather unfortunate. Meanwhile, back at the main base, main expand for Yumiko, Xixi might be able to take down the blacksmith. Looks like the Zeppelin was able to pick up all those units. Maybe Yumiko is a little worried about his blacksmith here. It could potentially be taken down if another Breath of Fire actually comes through, which it will, and will take down the blacksmith. What can Yumiko do here? His Mountain King practically serves no purpose, and, well, I don't know. Zeppelin not really doing much. It is going to hire double sappers, so maybe they might be able to do something here. I don't know exactly. They might target the Moonwells actually, which would be probably a good idea, but are they going to go for... No, they're going to go for the Ancient of Wonders, and that was a pretty bad sapper play, I might say, because the other sapper killed the other one. TP was forced from Yumiko. He's going to try and defend this. Hell, she just brute forced this. Thanks to the rejuvenates of his bears, he's able to tank through most of the tower shots here. What will happen? I think this might go well for Xixi. He was about to lose his Archmage, even though he was going to kill a couple of bears here. He lost his Mountain King, and he effectively lost his base, and that is going to be GG, in fact. So there is that. Okay, So hopefully you guys enjoyed game 1. I'll see you guys in game 2. Even though I know what's gonna happen in game 2, I'm probably not looking forward to it. But don't worry guys, maybe you should. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. And yeah.